I probably should be starting this week's conversation about Raw with an obvious. I mean, CM Punk and Drew and Seth Rollins. They was like, "Yo, we about to be in that Royal Rumble, motherfucker. We about to be 6 or 7 of your favorite superstars up in that Royal Rumble, motherfucker. It's ill. It's so ill. But you know what I want to talk about right now?
Go ahead.
Motherfucking Penta. Penta.
My nigga Cal was in his bag, B.
When Michael Cole said the worst kept secret, yes. But how did this? I guess it's been weeks since they've been doing them little videos on Raw. But it looked like it was like the eyes. I guess the way they have the logos, like the eyes 1 week, the outline 1 week, because the mouth I think spells out pen or something like that. So like they were giving you the pieces, but before the week before it.
Yeah, last week they just had Penta on. It just said Penta.
It just said Penta. So if you were confused, you may not have been paying attention. I mean, I
wasn't paying attention because I thought it was a lie.
They've been quick.
Going.
I think I missed the first weeks. I was doing something and I wasn't paying attention to what the visual was on the TV screen. But when I looked on the timeline, they said Penta. I said Penta, and it made sense. Apparently, from what I was reading, Penta signed this deal within weeks of his previous deal expiring. I don't remember what the date of that is, but the conversation had been for a minute that WWE was high on the Lucha Bros. Before this, we were previously talking about the Rey Fenix stuff because Rey Fenix is he's still, I believe, still under contract with AEW because of his injuries and whatever situation. He's still got to finish out his contract. I'm glad that they were able to bring Penta over. It was Monday. I guess it was late Monday morning. Shout out Lovely. Peace of Lovely. I saw on Instagram, WWE shop said, hey, it's a picture of Penta. They said, go to the WWE shop. We got shirts. We got a $75 mask. And there was no announcement whatsoever of Penta being there. Did they fumble? Was that did somebody schedule the post early? That because there's been some talk saying that they called it a happy accident with the insinuation that they think that stuff was released prematurely or mistakenly. And
what time was it?
It was
it was in the morning, right?
It was like 10, 11, something like that. I want to say by 11 on the East Coast. Yeah. I saw it late though. I saw maybe an hour or two late.
Yeah, I saw it a little late as well. I wonder if somebody just fucked up the timestamp on when to drop the bitch.
But I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. And
I had already put it out the last week.
What again? But and I don't Mimi. I don't remember if this was talked about on a Turnbuckle Talk on Tuesday, but the idea, and maybe Corey mentioned it, but the idea of surely when people show up to San Jose, you would think that there's a strong possibility if Penta's going to be there, they'd probably be selling merch.
Yes.
At the stadium
before the show starts. So you could, it could have got leaked even if they said nothing. It could have got leaked within an hour and a half or whatever before the show. So, I mean, what you're kind of in between a rock and a hard place, no? You might as well just say fuck it.
Just drop the whole.
Yeah, they were talking about it on the timeline for months. I feel like.
Yeah, it's and they. So we get. They apparently the merch sales are good. They said the early talk about the merch sales are good. Chad Gable, white fist in the air in the ring. Whole stadium went black. That entrance came, and Penta was Penta. It was I was so.
She was fire.
I've been waiting to see Penta. I was thinking about it. A lot of people probably only know Penta being a tag team wrestler unless you've been watching Lucha Underground or CMLL. He had a brief stint in Impact, right? He was a champion down there.
Yeah, he was champion in Impact.
I like seeing Penta solo.
So when I saw him, it was Lucha Underground, and me watching Lucha Underground was
sporadic.
It was sporadic. So I never saw him with Ray. You know what I mean? That was I always saw him solo. So when they were like, "Yo, the Lucha Bros," I'm like, "Who?
What is going on there?" Yeah,
him and Ray Benzino.
Finding out that was his brother, and he was going ham.
Like, so don't that make Shorty his niece then, right?
Yep.
Shorty had the song with Busta.
Yeah.
What is her name? Shit.
Coyle Ray?
Coyle Ray. Coyle Ray is Penta's niece.
Yep.
Really?
Niggas wrestling on Monday night. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Yeah. On Monday night.
No, but if you call my anyway, Ray Benzino, I would never claim to be Ray Benzino. I'm sorry. That match.
Penn is a made man.
Bimmy and Jimmy Lucha.
Bimmy and Jimmy is one of my favorite video game references.
Bimmy and Jimmy is crazy. There were a couple. They wrestled a very solid match. I felt bad. Like how did Alvarez put it? The ropes in WWE are like they're not the cables like they are in some other spots. Because like he tried to spring off the rope.
No sir.
It wasn't springing.
Yeah, it was a couple of little like. All right, he gonna tighten that up.
It was a little learning curve,
but you know what that did, right?
Excitement. It's excitement.
That's a good point.
Did y'all saw what that did though, right? Those little spaces. So maybe you didn't. Everybody kind of exist, within what their algorithm shows them.
Mm-hmm.
Of course the folks that follow WWE and a lot of folks are new to Penta, and they're like, "Yo, this is exciting. This is great." And of course, Shorty G is an amazing worker, so they had a good match.
Yeah.
The niggas that were a little tight that he is gone from AEW panned the match.
Really?
Like, yeah. That side of the universe really was like, oh, this is sloppy. I hope this isn't indicative of what this is going to be moving for. Yeah.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. It was.
That's interesting.
It's funny to see. It's funny to see that side of the internet get so angry that somebody else is on the other side doing something.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't expect it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because everybody I talked to was super excited about it. I thought it was dope.
Right.
But I definitely saw that other side of the game. Niggas was definitely hating hard.
And it was such a good moment for him. Like, think about the again. They talk about him going over. I've not heard anything about him getting any heat for that, but he cut such an impassioned promo in English and Spanish. He was talking about how this is what happens when you let a Mexican go out there and do their thing when they got when they determine. He said it was the new Penta era, just like it's the new Netflix era. Like
he was the new WWE.
I don't know. The crowd. We didn't get a proper Zero Miedo. Like when he went to do it, Yamin grabbed his arm and they just started grabbing. I think the crowd's got to get on because the cats that knew.
Yeah.
But we got to get that. I'm waiting to see what WrestleMania gonna be. I need a mask.
Listen, what you need the mask for?
Mind your business.
Yeah.
What that man do in the sanctity
that's all the man you need.
Because my beard like free,
They gotta kill the witnesses because Cal's beard sticking out.
Facts, especially with that shit got the flaps on it.
You got the tongue to go with it.
Hey.
Yeah, I had to do that.
That was funny. Nah, that was funny. You got that off me. I'm gonna play this clip just because I think it's very funny. It's very quick. WWE YouTube, don't get mad at me.
Chill out.
This my favorite moment. There was a moment where because Penta was selling his leg throughout the entire match when after Shorty G took his leg and slammed it up against the post that Penta said.
Penta, smart move by Gable.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that with the mustard on it?
No.
Oh,
That's funny.
Somebody did
That's
that,
funny.
and then somebody put like a horror film scream over that joint.
Yeah,
that had me chuckling. Yeah, I
that
thought it was. Listen, the way now that one spot where he went over and it looked like Shorty G was supposed to catch him.
We ain't catch him at all.
I don't know. No. He just hit the floor.
Yeah, he just.
I
hit
said,
the floor.
"Oh,
yeah,
yikes!"
that was rough.
And so after that spot, I believe that leg. Oh,
Yeah.
I knew he was hurt. I was like, nah, not the first night.
He hit that floor for real, for real.
That nigga hit all floor.
Yeah.
But shouts to Jack's pack because that Mexican destroyer. Where's that shot?
Destroyer is crazy.
This shit. It was like he started from the one corner.
It looked like nigga wake up from, you know what I mean? Wake up in the morning. Niggas wake up in the morning.
Dang, girl, you see how you got me?
what's wrong with Vin? What's wrong with Vin?
That's that Mexican destroyer. Nah.
Get Vin out the chat. Get Vin out the chat.
That's his normal. He's being normal.
Vin is vinning.
This is normal Vin.
Jesus Christ. I need to replay that finish because I thought he got injured. Big E style real. Nah, he sold the hell out. Shorty G sold the hell out of that match. I'm sorry.
That's what he's gonna be.
This is his ceiling. I don't know if a Shorty G is ever gonna win an IC title. If he wins that IC title, he may be retiring that year.
Yikes! It's not gonna happen.
Like people like this is the thing I've had. This is what I'm coming to grips with though, because like I've had to get used to this, right?
La Raza.
Peace to La Raza. Viva La Raza.
La Raza.
But that's what
oh.
that's what made this moment so important. You know what I mean? It's not too many people that have been able to have a path like Pentagon, where he was in Mexico just playing gimmicks like, hey, we got to have a baby face. We're going to have a heel that's the mirror version of that. He ended up just inheriting that from a tradition of octagons versus pentagons down in Mexico from like 20, 30 years. It just so happened, one of the things that I love, Mimi says all the time, the difference between certain wrestlers is you take whatever gimmick you're given and you turn that shit into shit. I don't think when they gave him Pentagon Jr., I don't think they was expecting this.
No, they thought he was gonna be scared. That's where the Cero Miedo comes from.
No fear.
He was gonna be cursed like the rest of them, right?
It's ill. Well, that was the thing, because there was a situation one of them had in the ring. There was an accident and dude didn't make it out the ring. In this whole Pentagon Octagon, legacy. So like there's real meaning behind a lot of these words. That's why that's why his daughter being at ringside, face full of tears, but her phone up because she got to capture the moment of her pops being in that WWE ring fight. Like that shit really means something. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why I can't look at somebody and be like, yo, they did that. It was too long. Or that match was like something happened in that ring. I don't know what Penta's future is going to be, but there was a reason why this happened on the second Raw on Netflix and not the Raw debut on Netflix. If you think that could have fit on that show and had the same impact, I don't know what to tell you.
That first one was different.
It felt like a PLE. This felt like a Raw.
He wasn't supposed to be there.
But this felt like a dope debut on a Raw. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Penta's future is. The only other talk outside of that conversation was there's some dirt sheets are trying to confirm reports of his initial match was supposed to be Penta and Ray versus the New Day, which we've heard weeks ago. But
what was wasn't it supposed to be some kind of special guest? Remember, it was like him and a hidden opponent, right?
Ray said that on TV. Yeah,
they showed the graphic and everything, because there's an account of the anonymous
the
blank
vacant
person. Yeah, vacant.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, you can't wait to see me in my match." I didn't expect to see one of those this soon into the new era of Raw.
Right.
Like this early, like, no, never mind.
I mean,
pay no attention to what we said last week. Like I didn't. It was very early.
Do you? I mean, at a certain point, though, it's kind of. I don't think it's going to be the last. We could probably get.
Oh yeah, car subject to change.
There and like deals are happening. We ain't in NXT yet, but like I think and Royal Rumble's coming. There's partnerships happening with WWE all over. I think expect to see more vacant versus superstars coming in to your Netflix or your USA for SmackDown or whatever the case may be. CW. Look, that CW is about to be a problem. We'll talk about them in a little bit. What else happened on? Well, again, Punk, McIntyre, and Rollins join a group of men who are scheduled for the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble. Jey Uso is a part of that group. Cena, LA Knight, and Roman Reigns. Like that's a fairly I saw somebody made assumptions about the Men's Rumble. And we're talking Malachi Black being done with AEW, with Omos and Obafemis and Trick Williams and a bunch of people kind of just marinating in the WWE universe. There's a lot of potential for. I don't want to say that anybody really feels like they have a lock to win that match right now.
It's all over the place.
You just don't know.
CM Punk is closest.
Yes. It's out of him and John Cena with me.
CM Punk's he's the one that's talking about it the most.
How difficult would it be to turn? Like I feel like these niggas love. Like Punk is old. Punk is the most over he's been his entire career right now.
Yeah.
He's the most, and niggas have loved Punk. They was ready for him to come from the indies and with the Pepsi tattoo, and we know him from the internet, and they loved him when he was brown suit. We know brown suit Punk was a killer. Like anyway, we know brown suit Punk and all that, and even I'm about to leave and I'm gonna take the belt and take it to goddamn Stadium. All that was great. Even the comeback in AEW that night, the Chicago joint, and they was going crazy and the little man crying and stuff.
A little man crying.
It took all that to get this nigga. This nigga is out of this world.
Yeah.
Like Punk going crazy right now. I don't know. It's going to take an act of God for them to boo him, and it would be a terrible idea anytime soon. But it needs to happen because CM Punk, as a heel, is.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
It's gonna be a while. It's got to happen.
I don't think he got that. I don't think he has that much time left for that to happen.
Do you think? Because again, 2025 is a lot going on this year. I already mentioned everybody was in the Royal Rumble. Do you think if CM Punk said, "Man, fuck John Cena, my time is now."
The crowd might say F that nigga, cuz
he beat John Cena ass when John Cena's about to have that moment. You don't think they would boo CM Punk?
No, they're gonna boo John Cena. Don't nobody want to see this shit.
That's the last time you may see Cena. You literally.
Can it be the last time I see Punk?
No.
What's his deal?
That milky white shit off my screen.
Hey yo,
I don't want to see. I do not want to see.
Yo,
are you not? You not watching WWE no more?
I like milkshakes.
Hey, one more time, I got you. 2 for 1. Get both of them out of here.
What I'm saying is, I do not want to see pale John Cena on the screen. My nigga.
You got that
milky white stuff. What
you mean?
Nah,
you got that.
No,
he was the second person to declare for the Rumble only because nobody cared about LA Knight.
I booed that shit too.
All right, Miss Awesome Saucy.
Shut up.
I booed that. I don't want to see that shit.
I need an RAO button. That's what I need. I gotta find an RAO.
Wait a minute. Where Ken Lewis been?
Ken Lou has
Blue
been
Chew?
on the timeline. I ain't see Blue Chew.
I be
Ken
seeing
Lou in
Blue
the
Chew
chat.
all the time. He
I see him
be
on the
outside a
timeline.
little bit.
He don't be here. He don't be here.
He don't be here like that. Shout out Ken
I
Lou.
haven't seen Ken Lou in a minute.
I
Oh,
was thinking about that.
you don't be
offline.
here. Do better, Ken Lou.
Do better.
Mhm.
It's 2025.
No, I don't want to see. I don't want to see John Cena.
You're going to.
Yeah,
It's
You
inevitable.
have to, at least for 365 days.
he's earned this. He
Not
earned his
even.
last ride out.
However many dates, it ain't even got to be the whole year. It could be like
Mhm.
40 sometimes you see him this year.
I don't
That's
want
it.
to see that nigga.
It's like Thanos. It's inevitable. You're going to see him.
Unless he taking the dirt net. You know what I mean?
Don't that mean dead?
Or did in wrestling terms. Unless he taking the L, he putting somebody over. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him.
But he's got to win for us to care too.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He's won
He's
enough.
got to.
He has won enough.
He's
Well,
talking about going for
That
titles.
nigga ain't
Though.
won
I
in
mean,
2 years, is he?
I know. What are you talking about?
Last time he won.
This nigga won for 19 years straight, and y'all talking about the last
19.
2 years?
Hey,
Nice.
somebody
It's
should have
what he
came
mentioned.
and snatched it.
it's the narrative that he's pushing. Though is that he
Which
hasn't
is
won in 2000
ass.
some
Like,
odd
yo,
days.
John Cena has destroyed many a career. Many. He beat the whole Nexus in one match. So
Yeah.
you mean to tell me?
Wait. Was the whole Nexus? The Nexus? Who you won? Michael Tarver? You won Michael Tarver to be great? That what you won?
They
Anybody?
wasn't put Michael
No, I'm just
Tarver
saying.
nowhere.
What's the black nigga that looked like? You wanted Justin Gray
David.
Gabriel.
Orlando
You wanted
Jordan.
Justin Gabriel to be that guy, huh?
Orlando Jordan.
No, he wasn't there.
They wasn't doing that with none of them. Unfortunately,
Wayne Barrett.
What?
Wayne Barrett.
Wade Barrett was going to be great, I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
look, the only people that saw for Wade Barrett is the people that said we don't want Corey Graves on SmackDown.
Ouch.
That's what happened.
Ouch.
That's what happened. As someone who's not been big on that Finn Balor Damian Priest feud anymore, that street fight was
Niggas had one. Had one.
I hope that's the end of the feud because that is the match to end the feud on.
That's it. Please. Because that was good. End
that
on
nigga
a high note.
He was on that stretcher and he went. Pop, 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 pop. He was beating that motherfucker.
God, fuck him up. Oh. Let me do my stuff. Oh, my bad. Yeah.
It was this moment, and it was the moment where Finn hit the stomp outside the ring.
When that nigga pushed him to the ring and the junk spun around and nigga rolled off, I was like, nigga, that was perfectly executed. Like they had a track or something down that junk.
Damian Priest feel like he gone though. Transfer portal. Put that motherfucker on SmackDown.
Yeah,
Fridays.
Put that man on SmackDown.
Yeah, send him somewhere else.
Because you got to get past this. If the feud ain't end off of this, I don't know how you end it. He did rolling right back to the ring in that damn stretcher. And Jey Uso, him and Gunther, they made it official. They're gonna be wrestling what next Saturday? Saturday night's main event for the title.
Can I be honest about this?
Oh, shit.
Nah, it's not a log. I don't care.
You don't care. You don't care
I
about Jey
don't.
getting this match. For respect.
No. I don't care about. They got to fix. I don't know what they did. They broke him. They got to fix Gunther.
Yeah, they broke.
They got it. I don't.
I'm not scared no more. I'm not scared no more.
They broke him. No,
they shouldn't have let him come out in his own clothes them couple weeks, yo. Ain't nobody scared of the nigga that's in the drop off line for the kids.
I think it started when he was off TV for a very long time. He was off TV for almost a month, and that lull and that absence did him no good.
Yeah, they didn't. There was a point when in that moment where they didn't book him correctly. They tried once they brought him back and he was calling Damian Priest street trash or whatever. I think that's when they were kind of starting to.
That was right around the election time, wasn't it? Wasn't that wrong, son?
You're not wrong. No, you're not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I do hear that. It's kind of like, I guess it's interesting because like normally you would think that a lot of the top players on the scene would be trying to vie for that world title that Gunther's got going on right now. But again, clearly everybody's trying to be in the Royal Rumble to figure out what they're doing in Vegas. Jey Uso's kind of the guy that's just around. It's a weird dynamic right now because I don't know.
So correct.
Is there anybody in the chat? I was going to say, is there anybody in the chat who thinks Jay's going to win at Saturday's main event to win to be champion?
I do.
That nigga might need a win to.
I think he's gonna win. Yo, here you go.
You think he's going to walk out as champion?
I think he may win
because nobody thinks he will.
Because nobody thinks he will, and because it's we got a big main event, the last Saturday night's main event, and you saw what happened.
You think they would do something with Jay and Gunther to then turn? Because I mean, I don't. Gunther would need a match for the Rumble, and that's a week later. I don't know what you would do. Or unless they're not having Gunther wrestle,
unless it's a rematch.
Well, unless they don't have him wrestle, because Cody and what's the name already got their match booked that night. They may not do the world title match at the Royal Rumble. They may keep that for Raw.
What would be Jey Uso's WrestleMania match
right now, or as champion?
Him and his brother re-upping it,
running it back,
fixing because the last one they ain't go right.
But they
do. They want to do
then
that.
It should. To be honest, it probably if things go right, and they could make a proper build. I would love to see another Usos versus New Day.
That's a no, cuz.
I don't keep.
So there's nothing else. So there's nothing y'all can think of
that outside of the bloodline. No, there's not really a big feud.
Because that belt ain't the Super Intercontinental Championship.
I mean,
but he has staked his claim, saying, "Yo, he said I'm winning the title this year, right?"
Yeah.
He just had this big promo about him being worthy of you know what I mean. I'm not.
Well, you're gonna earn my respect, or I'm gonna earn my respect.
I'm not just a tag team wrestler, right?
Yeah.
So the culmination of this is a loss.
It depends on how long you think the booking is going to be. It could be a loss next week, but it could be. It depends.
He's not going to win the Rumble.
Maybe Giovanni Vinci come in there and do something to him.
But that's the other thing though, because he is also in the Rumble. Like so he's having his world title match, and then he's going to be in a Rumble match.
You got him winning the Rumble. You got him winning the Rumble.
No, brother B. Foster has a great idea.
Jay versus Logan Paul could be a
give him. He's done enough this year to earn that big celebrity spot. If he can't fight,
he's been walking celebrities down. Of course he has.
But that's what. Yeah, he's done. He's been the guy enough on TV. He's, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Let him do something
big
over there. I mean, because he's not getting the real belt. He's not sniffing the real belt, right? Not. He could maybe see the Super Intercontinental or the real Intercontinental. But
he already had the Intercontinental.
But the bigger spot is the celebrity spot. Get that man a celebrity spot.
You're gonna put him in the spot fest.
Yeah, why not?
Coming off the bloodline. Last year they main evented. And then you're gonna put him in the spot fest this year.
I mean,
he shouldn't be near the main event.
He's coming off the bloodline.
I don't care what his name is.
So he's losing to Gunther.
Yeah, probably.
My thought is that he's losing to Gunther.
And losing in the Rumble.
Well, 29 niggas is losing in the Rumble, and that ain't that bad.
So when is Money in the Bank?
Summer? Money in the Bank. That sounds about right. But
Money in the Bank.
What's the date, Nick? 2024.
I
don't know if they have the date listed yet.
Like May.
It's like May or June, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say June.
Yeah,
I don't know how you.
That's
I don't know.
money.
I don't know how you have that big ass. You make that big ass promo and then nothing.
Well,
Like,
he did.
It's
He did
happened
all that
before.
emotional
Well,
promo.
yeah.
Then he went right back to yeet.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the shit. That's
But he
what
was
got him
almost
there.
crying. I was the other one.
He had
Which
that.
one is you?
It was that San Jose Shark shirt that he had on with the yeet on it. You gotta sell them yeets at a certain point.
He did it all before and on the way to the ring, nigga. They
So
did
he's-
this all the way goddamn to the ring at the end, baby.
This
Just
yeet season.
stay in there.
Now, so what's what go? So where's Gunther go? That's CM Punk.
Nah, he
Gunther may not have the
he got
title
his
by
earn.
Mania.
As crazy as it sounds, he needs to earn his way back up that way because he's not on. There's nobody in that those three guys at the beginning of the show, Drew, Seth, Punk, that I would believe Gunther should be beating right now. So
It's Mania season, baby.
Mm.
I'm saying he's a he would be a good person for any of them to beat.
Mhm.
It's tough to figure out what have they done in the last year with Gunther to make you think they about to pull off something big with him at Mania.
is that the bait and switch? Is that they don't do nothing with him so he can have his big moment?
He lost last year.
Sami Zayn.
He lost the IC title to Sami Zayn in Philly, right?
Yeah.
And that was after however many days of being undefeated and the matches on Raw and whatnot. The year
But the purpose of that was to push him, elevate him up to the Super Continental.
No, you're 100% correct. I think the year he's had in the Super Intercontinental title reign hasn't been as good as his year as an Intercontinental champion.
How long is Dragunov out?
Yeet.
A minute, months, I don't know. It was.
He's
late
been gone
summer,
for
early
a while.
fall.
It was like August, September.
Yeah, it was a serious. It was 6 to 8 months. I think it was a fairly serious injury. I've not heard any word of him coming back anytime soon.
Right.
But
Yeet.
that would have been that was supposed to be the Bash in Berlin, right? That was what people had pegged for that, and they had that on house shows. But then he got injured.
Yeet.
Maybe Gunther's future is waiting for Dragunov
Yeet.
and Jey Uso may win the championship, but I don't know how long he's holding on to that title.
Yeet.
All right,
Wishful thinking.
we'll see. We'll see. We shall see.